All right, so I didn't know that the microphone was disabled, so I was just recording. Now that I was trying to play it and nothing was audible. So quickly, we were talking about introduction to SQL, what introduction to RDB, RDBM database, and installation, setup, and what basic SQL commands. So now I first walked through how to create database. Of course, you'll be using tools like what was it, PG admin, workbench, and others. But here I'm using this for the tutorial sake, so that you see what's because it's the MySQL server offline version. So now I created this shopping data. Was it shopping data database and customers table. So I'll quickly show you how to create another database. So you just come here and say shopping data. Of course, I can't duplicate it. So let me just call it shopping and let me create it. So by default, incorrect database name shopping. So don't mind it. Don't mind it. So what you just say is I'll give it because it's looking for something that makes sense. So you can just say shopping app, then go on. So when you go on, it will create automatically and prompts you to create a table inside this shopping database. So create a table and say customers. So it will come by default with 4 columns. So you can add to 7 or 6 and create. So now come to auto increment to give it a primary key, so that when you have the more column inputs you have, so the more incremented your ID would be. Yeah, like it also increments the rows. The more you have, more inputs. So now the first one will be integer number because it is ID, which from one starting from 1 to where it is stopping. So then you can give it a value of 50. For example, we want to say uh, uh, and this one will be variable character for something like customer name. So now customer name like maybe Mr. Adedoyin. So a person's name is not expected to get to have up to 50 characters. So let's just quickly go on for others. So I'll have variable characters for something customer entry time. This one is coming up from what I just did here. So 50, and do not forget to set the length because there must be a valid length for it. So you can give it 11, you can give it anything, but you just give it 50 or less or more. So based on what you think we feel should be there. So this one will be customer payment amount, customer payment. I think have we had date, customer's item was customer entry time, customer payment amount, customer. Okay, now we have customer entry time, customer items was customer payment amount, and customer payment, customer transaction method. Customer transaction method. So whether it is cash or transfer or something else. So quickly let's add set variable character for this one too, and then we are good to go to create the table. So it has created this table. So I think you can see it is auto increment and it is primary key. It's a primary. So I can actually add another thing like customer name, customer entry time, customer items, customer payment amount, customer method, and customer transaction date. Transaction date. So this entering time, I can into transaction time. But do we need the time they enter? No, we don't really need it. So you can just turn this to transaction time. Sorry for that. So transaction time. So save that. So that's seeing how to use this my SQL database. And then I can add after transaction time. I can add the transaction date. So this will come after this, and just one I one row. So I can just give it a valid length, set it to varchar, and say customer transaction dates instead of time. Then it will be date this time around. I know I already stated this on the other. I don't know. I'll pick it, or has it picked it? Let's see if it has picked it. Okay, let me just transaction date. Let me just press enter. Transaction, customer transaction. Okay, sorry. I think it's my mouse that is not really working. So let me just go to the end of the text. All right. So now if I come back here, so I will actually see column the column name. So, and that's how to introduce you to RDBA. In RDBA, my relational database example of MySQL, example of which is MySQL. So it is the kind of database that deals with rows and tables and rows. So tables, rows of data that will be input will come under this columns. So these are column names, introduction. So whenever, so that if you want to fetch for something, let's say custom items or same, you can just search for the rows and search for this column, such that you can even join this table to or with another table. So let's insert something inside here. So let's insert. Normally there is the SQL code for inserting, but we have not gotten to that. So let's just insert something. So let's insert Olaolu Adebayo, and I already did all this. You know why it's bringing all this for me, pack of sugar? Because I used date there. Method is cache. I use date here. I'm gonna change the input type to input field type to date and time. But let me use this way here. I've created that. So can you see? So I'm gonna change this to come to structure. I'm gonna change it to this what do you call it? Date and time. I'm gonna change them to date and time. So start with the time. So I will come here, the type instead of varchar, we'll change it to time, so that it gives me time input field. You can see it is now Latin one. No. It said query error 1426 too big, precision 50 severe. So that's why I think I mentioned it, that you don't specify the what do you call it, value for time or date. So sorry for that shopping app. Then we come here, so we come to structure again. Then we need to change this varchar to time. So I think something happened. So here I'm gonna remove this. You don't need any length, and the time we're going to give it time. Then you save it. Okay, that being done, you can see it's changed to time. So the same thing, we come here and we say dates. Remove that. So we say dates. Then you save it. So that this input field will only take date and time. So when you come to insert now, so you're gonna see that it's changed to date and time. So you can use any of them. So say I just want to use this one because if you come here now, it's still giving you what you already have. Of course, you can manipulate this. So instead of that, just click on what you have. I've already created. I said I already created this thing. So instead of me just typing, I just say time is. So let me check my time now. 7:57. So you can either type it here or just drag it